there, Joe. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy 1929, Joe. Looks like a big year.
Pretty Willie's having a big Christmas tree for all the kids on the north side, Joe. We got you down for $50.
$50?
Uh-huh.
You want the kids to have nice presents, don't you?
Look, I don't mind buying my liquor from Pretty Willie, but if he wants to play Santa Claus, let him play it with his own money.
Oh, now, you hadn't ought to said that, Joe. We come here full of brotherly love and the spirit of Yuletide. Come on now, $50 and make it snappy. We got a lot of calls to make.
All right.
Hey, you. What goes on here? Well, little Bugsy Welsh. All right, why did you do it?
Hiya, Lieutenant. Who do you like in the 3rd at Florida?
Come clean, Bugsy, why?
They was using profane language.
Not funny, come on.
You can't pin this on me. The whole shoe shine stand next door can prove I was sitting there when the music started.
Yeah, well, while you were establishing your alibi, did you see anything?
Sure. A long, low man in a coonskin roadster done it. I seen it with my own eyes.
Look, Lieutenant, on all 3 of them.
White carnations, eh?
Must be Mother's Day.
Looks like that playmate of yours has been at it again. This is Big Ed Hanley's trademark, isn't it?
Sure, he wears a fresh one at all times, but I didn't say he'd done this.
Yeah, well, it says plenty to me. I've seen guys lying cold with these hothouse posies planted in them before.
What do you expect Big Ed to do, stand over him with a watering can?
Oh, so he did do it, huh?
I ain't saying nothing on the grounds it might incriminate Big Ed. Look, what are you doing for enlarged paws these days? I gotta...
Call the front office and tell them to pick up Big Ed Hanley. Where is he, Bugs?
Hey, look, Lieutenant, it stopped snowing.
Come on, Bugs, where is he?
Who, Big Ed?
Yeah, Big Ed.
Out someplace practicing his Christmas carols?
Nice day, isn't it? Said it was a nice day.
Oh, yeah. We had that figured out quite a while ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, it's still a nice day. For ducks, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, Big Ed, let's go. The principal wants to see you.
Hello, Seamus. Last-minute Christmas shopping?
Don't be cute, no. Come on, the car's waiting.
What's the trouble here? I'm Officer Wilson, Lieutenant. I've been on the...
We can handle this, Wilson.
Let me in on the rap, will you, Seamus? You know, so as I know how to handle myself.
For a Christmas present, sure. This afternoon over on Clark Street, we found 3 stiffs with white carnations in their lapels.
White carnations?
They were Pretty Willie's boys, and you and Willie aren't exactly pals, are you?
Well, we don't belong to the same lodge, but... Say, when did this pathetic event take place?
Time enough, about an hour ago.
Oh, sorry, I can't go bye-bye with you, Seamus. Me and Officer Wilson here are trying to figure out what kind of a day it is. As a matter of fact, we've been trying to decide for the last 2 hours. Haven't we, Officer Wilson?
Why,
He been here that long?
Ask the ducks.
Yeah, I'm afraid he has.
Okay. Always got an alibi, haven't you?
Saves me from commuting in and out of those box stalls of yours.
Well, a Merry Christmas, Big Ed. Sorry to have disturbed you.
No trouble. Merry Christmas.
Hiya, boss. How am I doing? Well, I kind of fattened up the score a little. 3 more carnations. No work attached. Free ride. Hey, what's eating you, boss? Oh, I know. Yuletide. Makes me kind of sentimental, too.
No.
kidding, boss. Something burning you.
Where am I going? Tell me that, will you? Where am I going?
I don't know. Home? The club.
No. What's it add up to? Where does it all pay off? What have I got when you square off and look at it? Tell me that. What have I got?
Plenty, boss. A couple of million fish, the town in your hip pocket. That's a lot, boss.
It's nothing. I got nothing. Those dumb ducks got more than I got. Freedom, peace of mind, nothing to worry about but keeping their pants wet. I got that.
Oh, I see what you mean. Perfect protection. A guy knocks one of them off, he really gets in trouble.
Hiya, Bugsy. Didn't you know fresh air is poison?
Well, hiya, babe. Boss, this is Babe. Babe White? I guess you never met Big Ed, huh, babe?
No, I never met Mr. Hanley. But I've had some mighty pretty thoughts about him now that I'm a big grown-up girl.
Well, there you are, boss. Just what the doctor ordered.
Come on.
Well, I'll be seeing you, babe. That's beautiful groceries, boss, and she lined up for you.
Forget it. I tell you, Bugs, I've been kidding myself. We're all kidding ourselves. There's no different place to go now you're on top, and you don't know why you wanted to get to where you got to in the first place, see?
Maybe you ought to take a whirl at one of them mind doctors. You know, one of them high psychologists. You know, where they make you lie on a couch and you spill everything.
Spill everything? Have you blown your top?
There's no chance of the guy squealing after he's helped you out. Well, we knock him off.
Oh, if only there was something new. If only something would happen.
Well, you...
Freddie Van Zandt, of all the rude, unforgettable... I know we're supposed to have tolerance for the young, but sometimes it's difficult in Freddie's case.
Well, that punk needs a bat in the mouth.
Well, I can only apologize for him, but I'll certainly... Here, there's still some back here. There. Will you forgive him, please? And me for allowing it?
Why, sure. Certainly, sure.
Thank you. You must be a very kind and tolerant man.
Ruth, there goes Gwendolyn.
Oh, like collecting loose rabbits. Thank you again.
You know something?
What, boss?
There's a dame with plenty of class.
Yeah? You cotton to that, huh?
She's got class.
Okay, I'll go talk to her.
Nah, you don't make like that with that kind of dame.
No?
No. Get lost a second. What goes on here? Sort of a picnic or something?
Oh, no. Miss Warren and I are with the Playtime Supervision Bureau. We have this little group 6 afternoons a week.
Oh, I get it. It's a job, huh?
Uh-huh. Willie! That's right. I'm a governess on a wholesale basis. Now, Freddie, you stop teasing her. There, that's a good boy.
You like this job? Working with kids?
Well, it's a job. And I guess everybody likes children, don't they?
Yeah, sure. Kids are fine.
That's rather a silly question, isn't it? I imagine you have some very nice children of your own.
Ow, Freddie, you
I said,
hurt me.
now, Freddie, that's my last warning. There, that's better. I only meant that with your interest and understanding of children, you must have some very nice ones at home yourself.
Oh, yeah, sure, that's right. I got a couple.
Boys or girls?
Boys. A couple of boys.
Oh? Well, that's nice.
Well, I don't know. I've been figuring I ought to have some help with them. I'm awfully busy, and with their mother not with us anymore, it just hit me. Would you be interested?
Why, I don't know, Mr.
Hanley, E.L. Hanley.
Well, it depends, Mr. Hanley. You see,
How much do they pay you here?
$30 a week.
I'll triple it. Even more if things work out right.
Well, well, don't you think I ought to see your children first? I mean, if we can get along.
I'll see to that.
Well, and then I couldn't leave the bureau right away. I'd have to give them a week's notice.
Look, my address is here on the card. Why don't you drop by, let's say, tomorrow, 3 o'clock?
I couldn't tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow?
Well, let's see. That's Christmas Eve. Yes, I'll come by then, Mr. Hanley. And my name is Ruth Manning, by the way.
Ruth Manning, huh? Well, that's great. That's fine. It's a deal, then?
It's a deal, Mr. Hanley.
I'll be seeing you then, Miss Manning.
Hey, boss, did I hear a couple of them feed lines correct? Did you say to
Shut up. Where's the car?
Right around the corner?
I want you to drive me down to the club, see? Then start rounding up some kids, boys, see? About the age of them back there. Lots of them for me to look over.
Holy cats.
Extra, read about the big gang killing. 3 die in Christmas murder. Extra, another gang killing.
Get going now. As many kids as you can find.
I'd rather call on Pretty Willie.
I am Mr. Hanley. Been kind of busy?
Hiya, Butch.
Hiya, boss.
Hiya.
Keep your sunny side up.
Last week's figures. You wanted to check them.
Right, left, and kick, kick. Bum, bum, bum. Donna. Hi, Eddie.
Hey, Mamie.
Hold it, girls. Well, do you like the new number?
Guess so.
Well, the boys in blue liked it. I had an audience of cops here this afternoon waiting for you.
They saw me. Put your coat on and pack some duds. You're moving up to my joint.
Your joint? Have you blown your top, or have I regained my girlish chassis?
Keep your head. You're gonna play housekeeper for a while.
Housekeeper? Oh, look, Eddie, I owe you an awful lot, but I...
Hurry up. I'll put your wires later.
Okay, Eddie. Housekeeper. For a moment there, I thought I hit the jackpot.
Run over here, boys.
Okay, Mr. Hanley.
Well, that's everything, Mr. Hanley.
Okay, boys, here. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Hanley. Thanks.
How's everything look to you, Quentin?
Oh, lovely, sir. Just lovely.
I haven't made a bed since Biff took me out of that flea bag hotel in Cicero.
I think the young gentleman will be most appreciative, sir.
And besides, get a load of me. I frightened myself. I look like a police matron.
Don't forget I've done you a lot of favors, Mamie. Anyway, it won't be for long. It's just that a girl like that's got to feel, well, that everything's on the up and up at first. You're kind of a chaperone, you might say.
If I was in her spot, I sure wouldn't want anybody running interference for me.
You don't know this dame. She's different. She's a really class package.
What's she marked? Don't open till Christmas?
Take it easy. Who you shoving?
All right, yow, yow.
Well, here it comes.
Shut up, you crybaby.
All right, now get in there. Hey, boss, this little hyena's packing a rod. He's been trying to use it on me.
Nothing but a cat pistol. It can't hurt you.
It can on the shins. All right, what'd I tell you about that skimmer?
Hands off, hands off. Is this monkey the guy?
He isn't very big, is he?
I'm big enough.
It's the best I could do for a starter. You should have got a load of him before I stuffed him into that new suit.
Yeah, tell him how many guys you had helping you. Who's this tomato?
Oh, fine.
Sit down, you. Come here.
Can I buy you a drink? No.
Where did you pick up this little torpedo?
His name is Harry. That's Detroit Harry's kid.
Harry's? I thought Harry's kid was younger.
He was, but that was a couple of years ago when Harry got knocked off. Hey, we're all getting older, boss.
Does he know who I am?
No, he lives with his aunt over on Halstead Street. On the pension you've been paying her.
She knows you got him here?
She's swacked all the time, never home. Goes with a guy in Elgin. The kid scrambles on his own.
Well, I don't know. Does he get the idea I'm supposed to be his old man?
He better. At first I had to twist his arm a little, but now I got him saying Daddy. You'll see.
Got any chow in the joint? I like to put on a bag.
Stand up and say Daddy.
Daddy.
To him, see? Only to him. Go on, say it.
Daddy.
Hey, our boss never got by the second grade, neither.
Miss Manning to see you, sir. She's waiting in the drawing room.
Miss Manning, now?
Thought she wasn't due till tomorrow.
She wasn't. Mamie, you keep him up here, see? Get acquainted.
Sooner cuddle up to a full-grown ape.
Well, you're kind of early, aren't you?
I just took a chance and dropped by. You see, I'm available sooner than I expected.
Oh, good, great. Well, let's see now how we begin this. My plans aren't changed exactly, but I...
Hey, come back here, you!
Oh, shut up. When I want something, I get it. Hey, Daddy.
Oh, I'm sorry, boss.
Listen, Pop, this meathead here won't let me have no chow, and I'm hungry.
Oh, this is one of the boys.
Oh, yes, that's right. This is Harry. Harry, say hello to the nice lady. This is Miss Manning.
Hello, Harry. I'm glad to meet you.
Hiya, sister. Press the flesh.
Harry, you see, we do need help around here. Well, it's that public school he's been going to. I thought maybe after vacation you'd help me pick out a private school for him. He's been getting kind of fresh lately.
Oh, I think Harry just thinks he's being fresh. Don't you think you and I could be good friends, Harry?
It's very possible.
Sure, she could be just like a big sister to you, son.
Tell Ruth, that's my name, Tell Ruth what Santa Claus is going to bring you for Christmas.
Suffering Moses. Don't have to listen to that malarkey.
That'll be about enough of that now, Harry. I tell you what they learn in that school.
Oh, Mr. Handley.
Come on in, Mamie. Come on in. This is Mrs. Sage, my housekeeper, Miss Manning.
How do you do?
Pleased, I'm sure. I thought if you could spare little Harry for just a few moments, I might give him some crackers and milk.
Now we'll cook him with gas.
Yes, that's fine. You run along with Mrs. Sage now, Harry. You'll be seeing a great deal of Miss Manning from now on.
That doesn't exactly fill me with gloom either.
Well, you could start right away then, huh?
Well, I'm not sure, Mr. Hanley. Where's your other little boy?
Hmm? Oh, sure, the other one. Well, that's George. Well, he left this morning to spend Christmas with his grandma. He's much different than Harry, more quiet, not fresh at all.
Oh.
Shall I pour, sir?
No, thank you, Quentin. I can handle it. Tea?
No, thank you. And might I ask what you do, Mr. Hanley?
Why, sure, I'm in the trucking business. Sort of self-made, if I do say it. Started out driving a truck and wound up owning the whole company.
Well, that's very commendable. But I'll tell you, Mr. Hanley, I'll be frank. Harry frightens me a little. He presents quite a problem, I'm afraid, and he's definitely over-precocious.
Yeah? He don't seem sickly to me.
No, that's not what I meant.
Look, you gotta take a crack at it, not only for Harry, but for me, too. You see, Miss Manning, being raised the way I was and in this kind of racket, this business, well, I could use a few tips myself now and then. And you can name your own kind of money, too.
Oh, it's not a question of that. It's... Well, all right, I'll try it out for a while. You can't tell. It may be that I won't suit you.
You'll win all the way with me.
Well, I'll go get my few things and be here this time tomorrow.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I'll have to be here in time to help trim the tree. I notice you haven't set it up yet.
The tree? Oh, that's coming in tomorrow. Surprise for Harry.
Oh, of course. And I imagine you're giving him way too many presents.
There'll be presents for everybody.
Oh, please, no. I don't expect anything. But I can see right now you will have to get me some proper uniform.
All right. I'll get you a uniform.
Well, goodbye.
Goodbye. Look, Harry. Bud, I don't like your attitude. You talk like a little mug and you act like a little mug.
I've been doing all right with it up till now.
You watch your lip around Miss Manning. I didn't like that crack you made at her.
Ah, what does she mean, hand me that slop? She's old enough to know there ain't no Santa Claus. You blowing your burner over her or something?
Listen, a kid your age is supposed to believe in Santa Claus, and from now on, you're going to believe in him, see?
Ah, the whole thing's a racket. Hey, you, fried potato. Give some more of this cow juice.
I can see there's only one way to convince you.
Okay, okay. Have your own way.
When you see that tree Christmas morning, you're going to be surprised, see?
That depends on what's under it.
That's the sort of lip I don't like.
Just the same, I don't go for hobby horses and them teddy bears.
You're going to go for whatever you get.
Okay, okay. I can see it ain't going to be much of a Christmas for me.
How do the trimmings look to you now?
They're the trimmest trimmings I ever looked at.
Now, if I can just reach this. There, success. Oh, I guess I forgot my parachute. Thanks.
Maybe I wanted you to get the drop on me.
Oh, Mr. Hanley, no, not on Christmas Eve. It is pretty, isn't it? Beautiful and gentle looking. Harry can't possibly fail to respond to this.
Sure, we'll get the right response out of him. Don't worry.
Oh, hey, boss, can I see you a minute?
Don't bother me now. We're trimming a tree.
Oh, yeah? Well, I think somebody's trying to trim you down at the office. You better come take a look.
Great. Business follows you right into your house. I'll be right back. Sure gives out pretty. Everything does. Well, well. A couple of pretty Willies boys.
Yeah, Baldy Louie and Lippy Lane. We caught them draped over the back wall. They was bringing you a present.
Whoa. Were you gonna hand it to me first-hand and friendly-like? Or were you gonna let me have it through the window? Okay, get their watches. I'll see Willie gets these to remember you by. Quentin, open up the cellar.
Very good, sir.
No, no, Big Ed, not on Christmas Eve. You can't.
All right, come on, come on.
No, Bugsy, he's right. It is Christmas Eve. We'll buy him a drink first. Quentin, pour 4 straight.
All right, sir.
Here you are, boys. A couple of Big Ed boutonnieres for a bung voyage. And remember, fold your hands across your chest. You'll photograph pretty.
Well, Merry Christmas. I said Merry Christmas.
This is mighty, Big Ed. Goodbye, Mom.
All right, come on, start walking.
You can tell Mamie to blow for the evening, see?
Yes, sir.
And tell Miss Manning, well, tell her I'm going to be busy for a while and I'll be seeing her later.
Very good, sir.
Oh, Mrs. Sage, how do you like our Christmas tree?
Oh, it's Broadway and 42nd.
Don't you think Harry will be pleased?
Sure. He might even eat the bulbs on it.
Oh, he's not that much of a problem. You going out to a party?
Sort of. It's a club I'm connected with. A lot of working girls.
Oh, that's nice. Mr. Hanley's been called away on business.
So Quentin said. He'll be back, though.
Yes. What was little Harry's mother like?
Well, I never knew the lady. She was out of the picture long before I came.
Mr. Hanley's never said anything about her. I guess he was very much in love with her.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a very nice, straightforward man, don't you?
Where are you from, honey?
Michigan, upstate. Rainbow Falls, Michigan.
Small town, huh?
About 600, counting the walleyed pike and the trout. But I did do 2 years in Ann Arbor.
You mean in an institution?
Yes, the university.
Oh, college.
Mm-hmm. Singing and dramatics until my money ran out. And luckily, a couple of courses in child welfare.
Well, I still say a small town's a good place to go back to when the going gets rough. Sometimes I think I ought to remember that myself. But I never could get up in time. Well, take it easy, honey.
And Merry Christmas, Mrs. Sage.
And a profitable New Year to you, dear.
Yes, who is it?
It's me, Mr. Hanley. Busy?
Oh, just a minute.
Hiya. I got through sooner than I expected, and I couldn't wait till tomorrow to give it to you either. Here.
Oh, it's rather heavy for governess's uniforms, isn't it?
Uniforms, that's cute. Come on, put it down over here and open it.
But I don't.
This is the only kind of uniform for you, baby. Like it? Yeah, try it on.
Wait, I think this calls for a little celebration, don't you? How about getting us some refreshments first?
Right, baby. There's a couple of bottles of French fizz on the ice. The real McCoy, too. I'll be right back.
Crackers and milk for me.
That's for me, too. Crackers and milk. I knew you had class, Ruthie, baby. I'll be right back. Oh, boy, I'm lucky.
Hiya, boss.
Lucky. This is my lucky day. Oh, boy, I'm lucky. I found a horse you couldn't go wrong. Then, of course, you happened along. See I found a horse you couldn't go wrong. And then, of course, you happened. Oh, boy, I'm lucky. I'll say I'm lucky. This is my lucky day. Milkman, baby. Hey.
I put the uniform in your room. Next time, hire somebody that fits.
Oh, wait a minute, baby. What's going on?
Honestly, now, you and your big fatherly problem with that poor, misguided little Harry. I'm from the sticks, all right. I ought to have known something was wrong. I'll pray for that little boy. You care as much about him as you do you and your cheap, self-made, self-indulgent money. Why, you're as selfish enough almost to be a criminal.
Now, listen, nobody ever talked to me like that.
Well, somebody's going to now, Mr. Truck Driver Hanley. And don't start to get tough. Men think when they get tough with a girl, it makes them big-chested and commanding. But all it does is make them look stupid and ugly.
Who's stupid and ugly?
You and your clumsy, conniving tactics. Oh, sure, fellas try to kiss girls where I come from, too, Mr. Hanley. But at least they don't first try to anesthetize you with that fancy mink oxide from Hattie Carnegie's.
Why didn't you stay there with them kind of fellas? What'd you come busting into this town for?
I busted into this town, Mr. Hanley, because I was looking for a job. And not a nurse's job, I might add. It happens I think I can sing a little.
Yeah? What sort of stuff?
Well, if I do say so, I can put over a fair ballad. Sort of like, oh, well, it doesn't matter.
For joints, you mean? Nightclubs?
Could be. Only I can't get a job in any of them. So it doesn't matter.
A girl like you don't belong in any spot in this town.
Well, I don't know whether I want to or not. They're all either owned by gangsters or the managers think they've got a right to get fresh.
Somebody been giving you a bad time?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just with everything piling up so, and now this had to...
Don't do that now.
Well, as Bugsy says, it's been nice and not so nice having met you, Mr. Hanley.
No, please, baby. Ruthie, I mean, please, Miss Manning. Well, I'm sorry. I've been a three-toed heel.
Well, two-toed, maybe.
Yeah, but please don't blow.
Well, I think after what's happened, what's been said...
Nothing's going to give out like this anymore, honest.
But...
Look, just stay until I get the kid Harry in school, because you can help me there, see? It's for him, not for me, you know. And then maybe I can help you get something after that, see? Will you?
All right. I'll stay on that basis.
Shake?
Shake.
You know something? I feel a lot better than when I came in here.
That's good. And do you know something?
Uh-huh.
You've got a nice, gentle smile, Mr. Hanley. You ought to use it more.
Hello, everybody. Daddy's home. Well, I see we're still having fun.
We're working at it.
Attaboy, you're gonna let me in on it, too?
Sure. With me, the racket is not exclusive.
Harry, we're going to have a discussion with this young man, Mr. Hanley. He's got to be taught to appreciate all the...
He'll be all right. We understand each other perfectly, don't we, son?
Still a question of size.
Now, let's see how fast the rattler will run. Come on, show me, Harry.
Well, now, isn't this a touching little scene?
Pretty Willie.
You expect me in a Santa Claus suit?
The big shot himself.
That's right, kid. Hello, Ed. Kind of caught you when your mind wasn't on the race, didn't I?
Okay, Willie, you got business with me?
Yeah, fast business.
Well, when I discuss business at home, I usually do it in the library.
That would be cozier. A bun-bun.
I'm calling the police.
Listen, kid, we gotta get out of here before the shooting starts.
What do you mean? Those men might kill Mr. Hanley. Harry, come away from there.
The best thing for our state of health is to blow fast. He's no mystery, L. Hanley, sweetheart. That's Big Ed Hanley, the boss of the South Side.
The gangster?
You mean my dad is Big Ed Hanley?
You're working for a killer, sister. He's got the whole town trembling. Only Pretty Willie's no small torpedo himself. Looks right now like we're going to hear some hot music for cold people out of that room. And that door's not as thick as it looks. Come on.
Maybe they got the drop on each other.
We're getting right out of here.
Inside, babe, inside.
Let's hang around for the blam blam.
Quick, upstairs.
Yes, very pretty little blossoms, Ed. Seems 2 of my boys were wearing them 3 days ago in Evans' cigar store. Only they weren't in any condition to smell how nice they were.
That's sort of pitiful. Sit down, Willie. Have a cigar.
No, this won't take long. And it seems 2 more of my boys might be wearing them someplace. I don't know where, because they haven't showed up yet. Only their watches. They kind of let them run down.
They were careless boys all around.
They were good boys. I liked them.
This is a big town, Willie, but somehow we always seem to be crowding each other.
I know. Like you said, it's sort of pitiful.
It's a waste of manpower, too.
I still got plenty of manpower.
But that isn't efficient, see? If we didn't have to watch each other so close, we could spend a lot more time on business.
The only character that's going to have to watch you from now on is the morgue keeper.
If you're smart, you'll sit down and have a cigar instead.
Would you like a fresh one for the little ceremony?
Look, Willie, this battling won't get us anywhere. Suppose you rub me out. That means Bugsy's got to rub you out. Then somebody else has got to get Bugsy. And then one of my boys evens it up again.
Got to take our chances in this deal.
There's no reason to. We're suckers not to get together. The Chicago River is plenty muddy, but it makes a beautiful boundary, Willie. Supposing you stay north and I stay south.
You figure that it cut down your florist bill some?
Heard anything? Not a thing.
Maybe they're giving him a necktie party.
Harry, please.
He's a junior goon.
If we'd have thought up this truce a couple of days ago, I wouldn't have been lugging these extra watches around.
I've been mulling it over for quite a while. Just thought it was a pretty good time to mention it.
A soft touch turneth away a loud report, eh, Eddie boy?
That's it, Willie. Quentin, the gentlemen are leaving.
I'm delighted, sir. May I have a firearm, sir?
Give the maitre d' his Roscoe.
You're very kind, sir.
Say, what gives with that tasty dish I saw when I came in?
Just visiting. For Christmas.
Found her in your stocking, eh?
Anyway, Willie, you're staying north of the river.
Ah, now what kind of a truce is this?
Strictly business.
Okay. Anytime you see me in the South Side, it'll be strictly social. So long, Ed.
Be seeing you, Willie. Where'd she... Miss Manning, where'd she go, Quentin?
I'm not sure, sir.
From now on, I'm working for you, Dad.
I can't even get away from business on Christmas. That detective and those bank messengers flashing their guns around like that. It's just a crazy misunderstanding. They thought that one of my drivers was...
Detective, bank messengers, killers, you mean? Walking into the house of a bigger killer than any of them, Mr. Big Ed Hanley.
Wait a minute. Where'd you get the idea that I
might have known last night. How low, how despicable. How could you raise this little boy in such an atmosphere? Your own son.
Sweet Christmas. I wish I was his own son now.
Wait a minute.
You mean to tell me you're not Harry's father?
No, Ruthie. It's just some sort of a gag. I come to work here day before yesterday, but I'm sure sticking now.
Well, of all...
Sure he's my son. Well, sort of. I just borrowed him. I mean, I sort of adopted him. I mean, you gave me the idea, you see.
I gave you ideas, all right.
No, that's not what...
Oh, excuse me if I can't speak for a minute. Ed.
You and him go upstairs.
Oh, no. I want to stick around and gas about what Pretty Willie said.
You heard me. Look, Ruth. Miss Manning.
This is all very funny, you know. Me and my wonderful new job. What a wonderful reference it'll make for the next one. And where did you work last, Miss Manning? Oh, Oh, I was sort of bogus nurse and questionable companion to, you must know him, of course, Big Ed Hanley, the celebrated gangster.
Listen, just a few years ago, I was a peaceful guy like anybody else, running a trucking business and hauling a little bonded stuff on the side. And they started shoving me around, and I soon found out the only way to make them stop was to shove back a little harder. Well, pretty soon I got so good at shoving that I was put in charge of it. But that still doesn't mean that I like it.
Then why don't you quit?
It's not so easy when you're in. I can't quit.
Well, fortunately, I can.
Wait, this shouldn't make any difference. We've got little Harry to think about.
Yes, as you say, there is still Harry. And I do feel semi-responsible, in a way, for his coming here. Well, what about him? Whose child is he?
A pal of mine, a guy that got it over on, a guy that's dead. His aunt leaves him alone, hits a bottle all the time, and he's still better off with me. Besides, I'm getting to like the little gorilla. Maybe I can do something for him.
Don't you think his case ought to be reported to the proper authorities?
And have him put away in one of those charity schools? Nix. I'm gonna find him a good school, like we said. And look, you're still the only one I know who can give me a lift on it. Won't you stay on until after Christmas vacation? Hang around and give me a hand with him? I'll stay out of your way, honest I will. And after tonight, I won't have to pull any more of those jobs, we call them. How about the heck with all that? It's Harry.
This time I think you mean what you say. Very well. I'll stay.
Thanks.
But I won't take any of your money.
Why not? That's silly.
No, I can't expect you to understand. I'll get a list of the schools and look into them right away. I feel very certain that Mr. Hanley's picked the best school.
Thank you, Miss Manning. Now, don't worry about a thing, Mr. Hanley. We'll make a fine man of your boy.
Well, goodbye, kid. And don't forget what you promised me about staying in line.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now work hard, Harry, and try to be a good boy. Will you kiss me goodbye?
I'll say. I might not see another dame for months.
Oh, Harry. Goodbye, darling.
Yep. Up the river.
Very well, Hanley. You can report to the quartermaster. Right through that door.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll walk to the door with you.
Okay, dog meat. What are you so tough about?
You know, he's kind of a funny kid, and I haven't been able to give him the right break until lately, so sort of go easy with him, won't you?
He'll get every consideration, you may be assured, sir.
Not too easy. If he gets fresh, you'll have to slatten down.
Oh, we've had many spirited boys here before. While we don't believe in breaking the spirit, we know how to bend and direct it.
Well, just don't bend it too far. Goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye, sir. Miss Manning.
Goodbye.
I told you to report to the quartermaster. On the double.
That character over there was about to throw his hooks into me.
He's harmless. Now get going.
Okay, but let's get this straight, Napoleon. I don't mind working them machine guns, but sweating out there with them monkeys is out.
I guess that's really a good school, huh?
It's rated the highest of its type in this part of the country.
Well, what about you?
There's nothing about me.
I mean, where are you going?
He's driving me to the station. I'm taking the train back to the city. Harry's set in school, and our business is finished.
Oh, no, that's silly. Hey, Bugsy, don't listen.
Per orders, boss.
But where are you going to live?
I was lucky in getting a nice room.
But where? I mean, I ought to know in case anything happens to Harry.
I'll call the school from time to time. They'll know where they can reach me if Harry should want me for anything.
Look, let me at least get you a job. I own the Paradise. That's the best joint in town. You can be singing there from now till never. I can...
No, thank you. I don't want a job growing out of still forms lying in dark alleys.
Well, any other joint in town, there's nothing I can't...
There's nothing you can do for me, really. Well, here's the station. Goodbye.
I'll wait with you till the train.
Can't you see I'm just trying to get away from you? I've done my part, haven't I? Can't you just let it go at that? If you really want to do something, not for me, don't think for 1 minute, but for your own poor warped head, you'll give this all up. You'll stop prowling around like some stupid predatory beast and walk like the man you might have been.
Hey, boss, you ain't thinking of carrying a torch, are you?
Me? No dame can mean that much.
Well, I want to heft all them words she was throwing, but if you ask me, she's a highly unreasonable cookie.
Who wants your opinion? Shut your yap and let's go home.
Okay, boss.
Hey, what?
What are you trying to do, a flower dance?
What do you want?
You know them two guys we rubbed out the day before Christmas?
Yeah?
Still trouble. Better come take a look.
Okay, get the stuff. Clinton, open up the cellar.
Yes.
Hello, fellas.
Hiya, big
Hey,
Ed.
what's new?
Hey, Ed. Bugsy tell you we're running out of booze?
Still bothering you?
Yeah, brutal.
Open your mouth and say ah.
What?
Open your mouth and say ah.
Hey, Big Ed, you still looking out for my wife, Mamie?
I told you you'd give her a job at the Paradise.
Well, do me one more favor, will you? Rub her out, too. I'm getting lonesome.
Now, listen, no dames down here. We're in enough trouble.
Say, Big Ed, how long are you going to keep us down here?
Wait a minute, don't you realize you are dead?
I'll send you down a gargle.
Thanks, Big Ed. But gee, you ought to tip a guy off. Coming down them stairs at night, I'd like to die of fright.
You'd have been our first casualty. The boss has got a record of 12 killings. No blood spilled.
Yeah? What about our two boys he knocked over in the cigar store?
Dividend. Free for nothing. Bugsy on the spot with the carnations. Just a little more respect for the boss's record.
I'll send some more scotch down to you, boys. Come on.
Ed. You're a pal. Thanks, Ed.
You stay out of them other guys' way now. You're contagious.
I never would have believed Big Ed Hanley was such a soft-hearted dope.
It ain't that you, Crumb. He's just smart. If they ever try to pin a killing on him, he can produce a corpse still breathing.
Oh, I never thought of that.
But that don't mean you gotta blow your joims on me.
Hello, I'd like to see Mr.
Sorry, kid. Nothing doing at all.
Oh, well, all right. Thanks. Goodbye.
Hey, wait a minute. Right there. Stay right there. Don't go away.
Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen. Huh? That dame, that Manning dame, you know, the one that Mamie Sage said to look for, the Big Ed Hanley deal, she's out there.
Well, bring her in, Scoop. Bring her in.
Would you come in, please, Miss Manning?
Sit down, honey. Sit down. Well, this is lucky you're turning up again. I've been looking all over for you. I lost your phone number. Got a great spot for you, kid. Hold on to your chair. The Paradise.
The Paradise? Oh, no. No, thank you, Mr. Allen. I can't accept that.
Why not? It's the hottest spot in town.
Oh, I don't care to work for gangsters, that's all.
Gangsters? Oh, Hanley, you mean? You don't read your variety. Here. Hanley sold the Paradise 3 months ago.
Sentimental sap, that's all. What's the use of trying not to fall? I have no will. You made your kill when you took advantage of me.
We couldn't help it.
I'm just like an apple on a bough. You're gonna shake me down somehow. So what's the use? You've cooked my goose 'cause you took advantage of me. I'm so hot and bothered that I don't know my elbow from my ear.
I'm very sad.
I suffer something awful each time you go, and much worse when you're near.
You got it bad.
Here I am with all my bridges burned, just a babe in arms where you're concerned. So lock the doors and call me yours, 'cause you took advantage of me.
We took advantage of you, oh no.
I wear my silly heart upon my sleeve whenever you appear. I suffer something awful each time you leave, but much more when you're near. Here I am with all my bridges burned, just a babe in arms where you're concerned. If there's a price for all this ice, then I'll pay the piper his fee.
Please do.
And really let you take advantage of me.
She's in, Bucky, she's in. You're gonna look awfully pretty on the north side.
Oh, you were swell, kid. Take another bow. Mamie, Ed's out there. So? Well, I wonder if he liked the number. Why don't you go and ask him?
Mademoiselle, you were magnificent. Terrific.
Thank you, Mr. Ducret.
Hello, Bon Bon. How about some champagne?
No, thank you. Hello, Ed.
Hello, Ruthie. You were wonderful.
You sounded like 100 canaries eating candy.
Thank you, Bugsy.
Would you like something to eat?
Oh, no, thanks. I had dinner.
Hello, Ed. Long time no see. You've got something in that young lady.
I got nothing to do with it anymore, Governor. That's ex-Governor Logan. We're pretty good friends.
Really, Ed?
Oh, sure. Him and Ed was like that before he was impeached. Well, two's company, three's liable to be a crap game.
I hope you didn't mind my showing up.
I notice you're not wearing your carnation, Ed.
They don't smell too good anymore.
Does that mean with your selling this place and all? I mean, does it show you might be dropping out of things? Trying to change?
You notice I haven't been connected with any, well, jobs lately.
Yes. Oh, Ed, please, for your own sake.
Would it mean I had a chance with you if I...
Ed,
Miss Manning, Francois wants you to make your change.
All right.
Could I wait and see you after the show?
Why, surely, Ed. Of course. There's no reason why we can't be friends.
I got a sudden yen for sweets.
Look here, you shouldn't have...
I'm her uncle. You know that, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Bon Bon. We ain't been formally introduced, but we know each other. You're 5 laps above terrific, Bon Bon.
Get out.
Only dropped in to offer you a job. Double the salary up on the north side.
I don't work for gangsters anymore, Mr. Pretty Willie. Get out.
Oh, no? You're still working for one, Bon Bon. The same one.
I'll listen to 15 seconds of that.
Why, all the wise money in town knows he still owns this gin mill. How he only framed the sale so you could get a job here, so you could get a little more and hock to him. You think he'd give up a gold mine like this? And with you, the lucky mug strikes bigger pay dirt than ever. Ain't nice to hear, is it, Bun Bun? Well, I don't blame you. Now, with me, nothing goes under the table. You get a warm deck straight from the top. You might even get real smart and learn to play nice, huh? Oh, Bun Bun, I'm off my rocker.
I thought your calls to the south side were only going to be social.
Well, I'm just trying to make it that way, Eddie boy.
Well, it doesn't look like it's going to work. Besides, I don't like it.
But I wouldn't want to displeasure my partner, my business associate. No rent is worth that. I'll be seeing you, Eddie. Oh, this little misunderstanding ain't going to affect the big blowout up at your house tonight, is it? The whole gang's planning on being there.
No, it's all set.
The boys might get a little upset, a little out of hand if they weren't able to appropriately celebrate our truce like we promised them.
It's set.
Just don't want no more slips, that's all, Eddie. This still don't stop me from liking your flavor, Bun Bun.
Thank you for saving me from prolonged physical combat. But how soon can you get another girl?
No, Ruthie,
No. I'll feel a little better with Mamie in on this. You probably forced her to finagle this whole hoax anyway. Here. This isn't a carnation, but it should pinch hit until you can order your next gross. Now, will a week be time enough?
Listen, you gotta listen. I only...
Get somebody else in a week, Mamie?
I guess so.
Ruthie, like I told you once, I can't get out of it. I've thought and figured, but I can't now. Besides, there's things you don't know, things I can't tell you.
All you can do right now is excuse yourself and go. I've got to change for my next number. Go on back to your house and prepare your murderer's banquet. Lock arms with Pretty Willie and have a loving cup. And if you run out of claret, you can always pull one of your noble jobs. Go on, get out. Get out!
This is one I didn't figure. You've got it as bad for that poor trapped meathead as he's got it for you.
That I don't think.
Oh, I know the signs. I remember the first time my fever took a real big rise. Biff, my dear ever-loving husband. Of course, that was a long time before Big Ed rubbed him out.
You mean your husband was one of the ones he killed?
Sure, but he gave me this job to make up for it. Oh, don't let it worry you, honey. I was stuck on Biff, but he was really a worm at heart.
How did it happen?
Well, I heard they dropped him in the cement mixer when they were building the new Wilson Avenue school. Poor Biff. He finally got educated. The hard way.
Stuff you've been serving, is it?
No, what do you think? We give that shellac to our customers.
Oh, good. I have to be very particular what runs over my elementary tract.
Say, what are you getting so gassed up for?
Oh, it's the boss. He's very downcast. I have to carry some of his troubles. It's turning into a load. Give me another double.
Hiya, Hydrant Head. Congratulate me.
What for? You ain't had your face lifted.
No, silly. I'm Frenchie here. I finally let myself get shoved across the Marne. We just been over to Crown Point and got married.
Some champagne, please, eh? Oh, I'm in the clouds. I'm a pigeon flying around the Tower of Notre Dame.
Hi. Good evening, sir. Might I say that you're looking much better than when I last saw you?
You just said it. Well, this appears to be a most worthy clam bake. Come on, boys.
One moment, please, sir. I'm afraid you're forgetting some of the amenities.
Okay, boys, give him your immunities.
It's dawn of day, Mr. Pretty William Wachahowski and party.
Hello, cuteness.
Hi, Eddie. Sorry we're late, but I had a little trouble with one of my staff.
Yeah?
He started talking in his sleep. Walking in his sleep, too. You know what? He walked right into a weighted flour sack and fell into the river. I thought I'd keep him there as a submerged monument to our new boundary.
Come on in, join the festivities. See you later, Willie.
Hey, Ed don't look very happy. Go follow him, see if you can cheer him up a little.
Well, ain't that gonna worry you any?
Don't be too obvious, see, but be successful. I got a special reason for making him want to forget a certain party.
Oh, I get it. So you're falling for that little Manning, babe. Listen, if you think you can make me...
Get going and do like I said. You don't want throat trouble, do you?
Okay, Willie. Hello, cuteness.
Yeah.
Looks like you're lonesome.
Yeah, I'll admit it.
We can take care of that, can't we?
Sure, if you want to sit over there and tell me about your burning desire to join the Salvation Army.
You and I can beat a better drum than that.
Get off or get out.
Okay, cuteness. I'll wait.
Why, Miss Manning, I didn't expect to see you.
Where is he? Where's Mr. Hanley?
Now, if you'll just wait.
Where's the boss? Holy Pete, everybody's showing.
Where is he, Bugsy? They called me from the school. Harry's disappeared, and this line's been busy
Came
for the
just
last...
at the right time. This is in your league. Come here, come along.
Hey, listen, no kid your age ought to be drinking
Hands off, Blue Plate. I'm drunk.
Harry.
Hiya, Ruthie. I'm finally throwing my lip over some decent chow.
Harry, why aren't you in school?
I'm through with that line, Pit.
What happened?
They turned the heat on me. Just when I had everything organized, too.
But how did you get here?
Hop the milk train. Let me tell you something, Ruthie.
I think you better tell me everything, Harry.
All I did was start a protection agency. I was getting 10% of everybody's allowance.
Now, where did you get an idea like that?
Ed does it, Tony. It was going great till some stool pigeon squealed. It's when they arrested me and threw me in a pokey.
Oh, Harry.
I thought I could square the rap by offering a split with the commandant. Instead, he tore my chevrons off.
Harry, you were sent to that school to learn how to be an officer and a gentleman.
What do I want to glom onto that stuff for? I'm coming back here to work with Big Ed and the mob. Learn how to bow from the waist don't help you when a bunch of gorillas are closing in on you.
Now, you stop talking like that, Harry. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You go right upstairs and go to bed, and I'll talk to... Well, you can be sure this whole matter will be taken up in the morning.
Okay, Ruthie, okay. Only don't dream any dreams about sending me back to that school. There's a little matter of the commandant's cat I ain't told you about yet.
Oh, it's just awful. He's worse than he ever was.
Oh, he'll outgrow it like warts or something.
Oh, that's impossible. Look who his God is. Look whom he adores. Big Ed Hanley, the most notorious killer in the country. And a man even more dangerous because he fools you when you first meet him. That's the thing that's tough to fight against.
Oh, now, Ruthie, don't. I can't stand it. Look, you gotta get this, that's all. Big Ed never hurt anybody in his life.
Oh, what are you saying? Everybody knows what Big Ed Hanley
No,
is.
they don't. No, they don't. If you knew what I knew, you'd really know. Ed Hanley never bumped off anybody in his whole life. What do you think of that?
I think you're quite drunk, Bugsy.
Oh, drunk? Oh, you think I'm drunk, am I? Well, I'll show you how drunk I am. All right, everybody get out of here and don't come back until I tell you. Don't let anybody else in here either. Those are my orders. Come on. Well, come on. I'm out.
Hiya, Bugsy. What's... Hey! They rubbed out a dame!
There you are, see? Every one of his victims, all alive and kicking. There's not a hole in any one of them, except what's already in their heads. And they all gained weight, too.
Bugsy, it's... Why, then it is true. Ed isn't a killer. He never killed anyone.
Why, Ruthie, the boss is the kindest guy in the world. He wouldn't knock over a sick fly. Hey, you see him? Here's the first. Fats Leslie. Why, way back in 26 when we brought him down here to polish him off, the boys couldn't do it. He had a gut right on him and got sick to the stomach. Well, from then on, we kept giving Fats here a little company from time to time and try to make everybody as comfortable as possible. Huh, fellas?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thanks, Bugsy, thanks. It's all crazy, I know, but I've never been so happy since I was born.
Well, the way you feel, I figured you ought to know.
Go ahead, Bugsy. Kiss her back.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah. Keep looking at her, Bugsy. Don't she remind you of your sister?
Sister? I haven't got any sister. Come on, let's go up, huh? Hey, now, wait a minute.
Take over, Bugsy. We're subletting.
Hey, it's a party. Yeah, hold them up. And we wasn't invited.
Hiya, Toots. Let's dance. Hi, Annie. Kind of put on a little odd, didn't you?
I'm seeing things. Those guys are dead. Hey, bartender, give me a shaker full of booze. Hiya, Rocky.
Hi, Biff.
Yes? Francois and I are planning a little honeymoon on the Riviera. Then we'll travel through Cannes, the ancient county seat.
Hiya, Mamie, baby. Guess who?
Robert? Cecil? Please, s'il vous plaît. As a bride, I'm out of circulation. I'll have no more.
Oh. Hey, what do you do to my wife? I shall call you out.
I'm Biff Sage. I've been married to this dame for 6 years. Hear about me?
What have you been pulling off?
Don't blame us, boss. We've been locked in the cellar all the time, everybody.
Why didn't he rub you all out?
Nah, Big Ed don't kill nobody. He just wants people to think he's tough.
Just goes to show you can't believe what you read in the papers. Toughest guy in town, eh? We'll handle this quietly. But I'm about to dissolve a partnership. Get the artillery from the check room. Come on, boys.
Wait a second. Shh. It's kind of quiet in there now, but the lid'll blow off any minute. You better get Harry out of the hay and get him out of here.
All right. Oh, what about Ed?
Don't worry. I'll handle that. I'll be with the boss.
Two of my old board of directors just showed up, Eddie. With their votes, we've decided to cancel your partnership. Only first, there's a little retirement ceremony we gotta go through.
Okay, Willie, cut out the double talk. We'll leave through the front door.
No. That way, I think. I don't want to cause no undue ruckus in your nice party. I don't seem to see any appropriate white carnations around, Eddie. Oh. This ought to do real nice, though. I seem to remember a flock of these in our little bonbon's dressing room. Be nice and sentimental, won't it? Get the car. Go on out and mingle. Okay, you won't need a coat. You won't have time to catch cold. I gotta laugh, Eddie boy, every time I think how you had the whole town scared stiff. And you nothing but Mama's little helper at heart. Yes, sir. You're a pretty smart boy. In a way, I sort of hate to do this.
I wouldn't exactly be miserable if you called the whole thing off.
That's very cute, Ed. Like you read about in books. His last utterance was a joke. No, you're too smart to stay alive. When a guy can think as good as you do, he's got to go. Okay, Freddie, anywhere along here. All right, end of the line. Any message for the little bun-bun?
Come on, get it over with.
Okay, looks like he's catching cold. Take care of him.
Get going. Keep walking. Get up.
No, you don't. Stop here.
You know, it's pretty and peaceful out here. When it gets summer, we ought to come out on a picnic.
You give us a decent break in that basement of yours, Ed. Now we're giving you one.
Hey, you shot an eagle.
It don't have the look of eagles. Nah, you dope. Eagles don't fly at night. This here is a yowl.
Well, all I can say is thanks, boys.
Okay, but remember, you're dead. And stay out of sight, Ed. Next time, there won't be no yowl to take the rap for you. Come on.
Hey, where are you guys?
Get down.
How did he take it? Did he crawl?
Yeah. He dropped to his knees and blubbered like a cream puff.
I knew he'd chicken at the last minute.
Yeah, first time I give it to him, he starts waving his arms like a traffic signal, so I punctured him again.
I'll take over this little job, too. Why, the big phony, the dirty, no good, having me thinking all the time he was somebody I had to... Here, let me polish him off.
No.
Yeah, just for laughs.
No, honest, boss, the noise and everything, it's too much already with the cars passing and all.
Okay, let's go. Just so he's retired permanent, that's all.
Yeah, he's cold, boss. Right after the second one, he flopped over like a dead yowl.
Come on now, Harry, dear. Get your supper.
I was just seeing if any of that pretty woolly mob was trying to taste this joint. But don't worry, Ruthie. They break in here, I'll go down and fight.
I know you would, but I don't think we'll have to worry. We're registered under different names.
Sure. We'll just lay low until we know what... until things blow over, huh?
That's right. That's nice roast beef now.
Gee, I ain't hungry at all, Ruthie.
But look, dear,
You were nuts about him, too, weren't you, Ruthie? Not like me, I mean. But like a dame should be, huh?
Yes, like a dame should be. Oh, we're letting Ed down. We both know he can take care of himself when he has to.
Sure. No bush league who like Pretty Willie could ever handle Big Ed.
Yes?
Your evening paper, miss.
Thank you.
Anything more in the paper?
No, nothing, Harry. Nothing at all tonight. Eat your supper, dear. You've got to grow up to be a big, strong man, you know.
Okay, Ruthie, kid. So I can take care of myself like Big Ed, huh? I'm on my way, Ruthie.
Who is it? Oh, yeah, that's right. Who is it?
Dr. Goldfield?
Yeah, Dr. Goldfield. Who wants him?
It's me, the landlady. I've got to speak to you.
Well, now I'm sleeping. Anybody with you?
No. Please come to the door. It's an emergency. Oh, Doctor, it's... Why, Dr. Goldfield, what happened to your beard?
I shaved it. It got in the soup.
Doctor, Mrs. Creeps next door wants you to come to see her husband.
Creeps? I got no creeps for patients. Anyhow, I'm on a vacation, I told you.
But it's an ulcerated tooth. It's killing him.
Well, I got my pliers with me.
But he's yelling something terrible.
Well, tell him to keep his mouth open like that. It'll fall out.
But you've got...
Anyhow, I've been debarred. The dental mob locked up all my tools. Yeah, that's right. They burned all my bridges. Sorry.
Well...
Who's there? Who's there?
It's me again.
Oh, no, not now. I'm all undressed.
There's a friend of yours out here to see you, Doctor.
Friend? I give up all my friends. Tell them to go away.
Very well, Doctor.
Wait a minute. I ain't Bugs Welch. Honest, I'm his brother. I think we had the same father, that's all. Please don't.
Take it easy, Bugsy.
Boss. It's you, boss. They didn't get you, huh?
Sure, I've been dead for 3 days.
Oh, now, please don't kid me, boss. My yarn's all unraveled. Listen, when I took Ruthie down there to see them fellas,
I know, it's all over. Where is she?
Well, I don't know. Last I seen of her, she was scrambling with Harry. Next day, I went around to her apartment, and they said she'd been there with a kid and moved. So I come right up here to the hideout fast. Every torpedo in the loop is looking for me.
She probably took Harry and went back to Michigan. I'll find her if I have to case the whole country. But first, there's Pretty Willie. I never wanted to kill a guy, but so help me, that dirty heel's got it coming to him.
Oh, now, boss, let's not start that now. You never could go through with it before. You can't stop.
I can't do anything. I'm dead. But get this, I want you to go to the morgue.
Morgue? I can't go to no morgues now, boss. They're damp. It's very bad for my asthma.
You got a lot to make up for, Bugsy.
Okay, boss.
All right, now listen. 2 drunks were run over last night in the river tunnel. One of them is carved up so bad you can't recognize him, and he's around my size. I want you to go in looking for your uncle who disappeared, plant that on him, and put this on his finger.
Wait a minute. They'll think it's you, then.
Sure, Willie must have rubbed out at least 40 guys. It's time he was tagged.
I don't get it. You mean?
I mean, I think it would be very funny for Willie to take the rap for the one murder he didn't commit. Me.
You think? He'll die laughing. I still don't see how you're gonna do it, boss.
You'll see. Now get going.
Okay, boss. Hey, this wallet's full of big dough.
You wouldn't want people to think Big Ed Hanley died broke, would you?
No, but you could get the same idea over with a couple of bum checks.
Go on, beat it.
Okay. If I ain't back in 2 hours, you better come down and identify me. Dr. Stanley Goldfield, dental surgeon. Big Ed Hanley's body identified. Gangster died violent death. Big Ed Hanley has been rubbed out, it was learned today. The body was hardly recognizable, but identification was conclusive when authorities found a valuable ring of the former gangsters on the victim's finger and a wallet in his coat pocket. Although suspicions still point strongly to Pretty Willie Wachowski, Hanley's gangland rival, a possible robbery motive was hinted when the wallet was found, empty. Empty. Yeah, I knew that guy in the next slab was a pickpocket.
All right, let's have him.
Have what?
Come on, now that I'm dead, it's all I got left in the world.
All right, if I hadn't have took it, he would've.
Come on, go on.
Pretty Willie is due to be grilled again by the district attorney. When interviewed, the Otherworld Czar told reporters, I am too cut up to say a thing. I'm up to my neck in making arrangements for burying my old pal. And the nerve of that greaseball. He's gonna twist out of this thing yet.
Not this time he won't.
What are you gonna do?
The least a guy can do to show appreciation is to attend his own funeral.
Who do you suppose is in this icebox?
Shut up, you dope. Willie might hear you.
I was just wondering if it's anybody we know.
Was my funeral as classy as this one?
No, but I did the best I could with the 2 bits you left me.
How much did the casket set you back, Willie?
$3,040.
Really? I thought you got a wholesale rate.
Newspaper men, ain't nothing sacred to you?
I'd still like to know who's in that freezer.
Ah, come on, get in. Hey, no, you crumbed. The funeral went that way.
I'm out of the gas, Signor. I must have stopped and fill them up at the tank.
Hurry up or we'll miss the best part when they pile on all the wreaths.
Just as soon as I can lay my mitts on some artillery. Boy, will I drop in on that pretty Willie guy.
No, dear, hush.
Ruthie, did I really count that much?
Ed!
Ed? Oh, no. Is it really?
How come you're not in that meat wagon?
I got away. I'll explain everything later. The main thing is, you were gonna miss me, huh?
Oh, Ed, darling, all my life.
Then it's you and me together for the rest of it?
Yes, Eddie. Yes.
I'll be dead broke. I have to start all over again. Going straight will be easy with you, but I can't guarantee mink coats.
You ought to see what I can do with burlap.
Well, now look, here are some boat tickets. There's one that leaves tonight up through to Lake Huron. 9:30, Pier 5, River Dock. Bugsy will be there, too. I'll join you and Harry, and we'll dust this town for good. We'll get off at Sainte Marie and go over to Rainbow Falls. That's where we'll settle down, probably.
Oh, Ed, darling. But where are you going now?
I got a couple of things I got to wind up, but don't worry. I'll be on that boat if I have to walk through a brick wall.
Take care of yourself, darling.
Are you nuts or something?
Where is this gas station?
Big Ed. Hey, you shouldn't be around here. You promised to stay out of sight.
Yeah, if Willie sees you, there'll be 2 more funerals, only they won't be phonies.
Don't worry, boys. Out of consideration for you, I'm going to play it mighty close. Yeah, Willie, you'll be plenty sore, all right, but if you boys cooperate, it won't make any difference how sore he gets.
Oh, look now, Ed, just go away and get lost. Leave us go ahead and enjoy this ceremony.
Well, I just figured one good turn deserves another, and I figure you guys can do me another good turn.
Oh, not now, Big Ed. We're busy.
Yeah, we're going to be awful busy from now on. You know, with Willie expanding and everything.
Okay, boys, in that case, I don't see how I can keep Willie from finding out I'm still alive.
No, wait a minute, Ed. Wait a minute now, Ed. Don't go. We got a string with him. He's got all the aces.
Well, all right, but it just goes to show you, when you told to kill a guy, you ought to do it.
Let's go.
So you see, it's like I say. Big Ed and me were pals. I've been through an ordeal this afternoon. Laying him away leaves me grief-struck.
Yeah. I know all about your wearing the same old school tie and all that. But you were seen driving away with him in your car, and 48 hours later, he turns up in the morgue.
Yeah, I know. I warned him not to get out and start walking around alone. I had sort of a premonition. But you can't prove nothing by dreams.
I suppose it was all a dream to you, too. You didn't actually see anything.
Yeah. We did.
He done it.
Why, you dirty double-crossing rats, I'll get you for this.
Take it easy. Lock him up, boys.
Lock me up? Why, you poor crumb. Do you think I'll stay? I got friends in this town. I got influence. I'll be sprung out of your leaky jug before you can close the door.
No, Willie, no habeas corpus this time. I'm going to send you out of town and keep you in storage until the trial. And nobody'll know where you are but me.
You can't do it. It ain't legal.
Your respect for the law is a little late, Willie. All right.
Come on. Take your hands off me. You better start thinking up some fast prayers, you two.
Let's go. That's smart of you, boys. You'll be held as material witnesses.
It's all right with us, mister, but would you mind holding us in solitary just till the boss leaves town? Hmm?
See that he gets lots of fresh milk, Charlie.
Be seeing you.
No. No.
Yeah, Willie, yeah.
Ed, it's you, Ed.
It's not a ghost, but that ain't your fault.
But you're dead. I seen you. We buried you.
Not me, Willie boy. Just a nice, willing substitute. Didn't even argue.
Well, whatever happened, you're alive anyway. Oh, listen, Ned, I'm sorry about that little misunderstanding we had. I was sorry about it right after it happened. but now you're alive and everything's all right again. We'll be pals again. We'll be partners again, eh, Eddie boy? The joke's on the DA now. He can't pin a thing on me.
You're wrong, Willie. The joke's right where it was a minute ago.
What do you mean?
I'm dead. You bumped me off just like you did 40 other guys. I'm dead, and you gave me a high-class funeral. You were the saddest pallbearer I ever saw.
Oh, Ed, quit kidding, will you, Eddie boy? I told you how sorry I was.
Oh, I owe you a lot, Willie. For right now, I'm just beginning to live. Just wanted you to know how things really are before I disappear. Just give you something to think about for 99 years.
No! No, Ed, hey, you, wait, you can't let me take the rap for something I didn't do. Hey, wait, Ed, don't go. Don't go, Ed, come on back here, Ed, please, come on back. Come on back, Ed. Hey, don't let him get away.
What's all this noise about,
This big Ed Hanley, he's right out there. Don't let him get away.
You're up, you're nut. It's haunting you already.
Well, you dumb flatfoot, I tell you, I saw Ed Hanley standing right there.
Lots of killers are like you. They're victims on their minds day and night. What makes it so bad, you weak monkeys always knock off people with stronger personalities.
But listen, I tell you, I saw the guy.
I wonder what's keeping him.
Take it easy, Ruthie. Big Ed'll make it. Think I'll give this tugboat the once over.
Where's Harry?
Oh, he's looking around. Bugsy, what about Ed? Do you suppose something could have happened to him?
Don't worry, Ruthie.
But if it did, I just couldn't stand it.
He'll make it all right. I better find that kid before he steals the rudder.
Oh, thank goodness.
I get a little soft. Be better up in Rainbow Falls.
You're sure they'll be all right now?
Oh, yes, they'll be perfectly secure in our safe, madam.
Thank you.
Hi.
Well, hello, little man. Are you ready for the high seas?
Never mind the corn, Commodore. I got a simple proposition to make to you.
Oh, no, you don't.
This is your cabin, sir. I've already placed the missus' luggage in here.
Thanks. Check with me later. What do you know? We forgot the most important thing of all.
I've already spoken to the captain, darling. He's going to perform the ceremony.
When, right now?
Don't you think at least we ought to let him get the boat out of the harbor?